Adventurous kids explore with education and learning what a wildlife is in the Everglades. I want to explore the Museum of Discovery Science. What plants do butterflies like? I want to know about Key West. Adventurous kids, learning and fun. Adventurous kids!
Today I'm going to tell you about stars. Stars are giant spheres of super hot burning gas made of mostly of hydrogen and helium. They can produce a lot of energy. This is what makes them so hot and bright. Our sun is a star. Stars are found in huge groups called galaxies. The sun and its solar system, including Earth, are part of the Milky Way galaxy. There are approximately 200 to 400 billion stars in our Milky Way galaxy alone. There are many billions of galaxies in the universe. From any one spot on Earth, you can see around 200,000 stars on a clear night without a lot of light pollution around. The light from stars takes millions of years to reach Earth. Therefore, when you look at the stars, you are literally looking back in time. Stars twinkle because we are looking at them through Earth's atmosphere. The light coming from the star will bounce and reflect, causing it to appear to turn on and off. This is the life cycle of a star, Earth. Stars start out in giant clouds of dust called nebula. Gravity forces the dust to bunch together. As more and more dust bunches up, gravity gets stronger and it starts to get hot and becomes a protostar. Once the center gets hot enough, nuclear fusion will begin and the young star is born. Main sequence star. Once a star, it will continue to burn energy and glow for billions of years. This is the state of the star for the majority of its life and is called the main sequence. During this time, a balance is met between gravity wanting to shrink the star and heat wanting to make it grow bigger. The star will remain this way until it runs out of hydrogen. Red giant. When the hydrogen runs out, the outside of the star expands and it becomes a red giant. Collapse. Eventually, the core of the star will start to make iron. This will cause the star to collapse. What happens to the star next depends on how much mass it had, how big it was. The average star will become a white dwarf star. Larger stars will create a huge nuclear explosion called a supernova. After the supernova, it may become a black hole or a neutron star. The supernova is very bright. It may be brighter during its last few seconds, with the total light released by our sun over the next 200 million years. Stars vary in size, temperature, brightness, and color. A star's temperature, as well as its chemicals, make it shine in a certain color. Blue and white stars are usually hotter, while red and orange stars are cooler. Scientists think that red stars burn the longest. The sun is somewhere in between. It gives off yellow light. The sun is a fairly average star in terms of its brightness and size. There are many different types of stars. Dwarfs. Smaller stars are called dwarf stars. Red and yellow stars are generally called dwarfs. Red dwarf stars are the most common, but they are dim and hard to see without a telescope. A brown dwarf is one that never quite got large enough to start burning hydrogen. They end up looking more like the planet Jupiter. A white dwarf is the remnants of the collapse of a red giant star. Giants. Giant stars may be the main sequence stars like a blue giant or stars that are expanding like red giants. Giant stars can be hundreds of times bigger than the sun. Some supergiant stars are as big as the entire solar system. They are so big and so bright that they burn out quickly and don't live very long. Red supergiants such as Betelgeuse in the constellation Orion make our sun look small, 20 times its mass and 1,000 times larger. Neutrons. A neutron star is created from the collapse of a giant star. It's very tiny but very dense. Neutron stars have extremely high magnetic fields. Scientists think that the neutron star may have a magnetic field trillions of times stronger than our sun. The stars have played a very important role throughout human history. They have formed part of religious practices, been grouped into constellations, used in astrology star signs, helped design calendars, and were very important navigational tools for early explorations across land and seas. People have studied the stars over thousands of years. The scientific study of stars is called astronomy. Thanks for watching this Adventurous Kids episode.
What did you learn today?
Adventurous Kids!
Adventurous Kids!
What was the most interesting fact?
Adventurous Kids!
Adventurous Kids!
Adventurous Kids!